So Chapter 6 Season 2 has been out for a couple weeks now. Yes, guys, I know I'm late. I don't care. I had to get this video out. This is just going to be kind of a reaction, initial thoughts video on Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless. So today we're going to answer the question, is it actually good? Let's find out. But before we get into the video, just want to say, be sure to like this video if you like this kind of content. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to use code Brivy in the item shop. Anyways, love you. Enjoy the video. Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless. So a little bit of background information. We're coming off a pretty good season in Chapter 6 Season 1. I think it was received very well by pretty much all people. And Epic Games has a reputation to create good Season 2s. Besides maybe Chapter 5, but we won't talk about that. That's kind of debatable. So I think we were all curious to see what kind of stuff that Epic could come up with, and they came up with this heist theme. And honestly, it's pretty good. It does feel a little recycled to me, personally. So this has kind of the same theme as Chapter 2 Season 2 and like Chapter 4 Season 4. It is a little bit different. I think Chapter 4 Season 4 was like a copy-paste Chapter 2 Season 2. I think this season is a little bit different. It's got a little bit different of a feel to it, so I can't call it a complete duplicate, but I definitely do see some similarities. I mean, you got the POIs with all the vaults in them, the AI bosses, you got the recon scanner item, you can blow open the vault and get good weapons inside, you can get gold and stuff. The similarities are definitely there, but there are some big differences too, like the little vans that go around the map. Those are super different. The loot pool as a whole is really different this season. There are a couple like really interesting weapons, and then of course the map, everything's kind of in one spot, and we'll talk about that. Actually, let's talk about that since we're on the topic. Talk about the map. So there's 4 new POIs and there's a new biome. It's cool. I will say there is an advantage. Everything is all together. The whole biome and everything, it's all in one little quadrant of the map. It's like the middle left side, and all the POIs are right next to each other, which is kind of a good thing, but kind of a bad thing at the same time. On the one hand, if you don't like the theme of the season, you can kind of avoid it because everything's all like together like that. You can just land somewhere else and just play the battle royale game like it's meant to be. But if you actually like the theme and you don't want to land at any of the POI, like they're so not spaced out. Once upon a time in the game, the map additions were a lot bigger and they were a lot more spread out, and that is not the case this season. So it could be looked at as a good thing, kind of looked at as a bad thing. I like this map. I honestly don't know what locations were taken out this season. Okay, so the POIs we lost are Lost Lake, funny, Twinkle Terrace, Night Shift Forest, Warrior's Watch, and Bird. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I like Lost Lake, Twinkle Terrace, and Night Shift Forest. I do think that the map lost a little bit of magic with that. Night Shift Forest especially was really cool, but Twinkle Terrace and Lost Lake, they're both pretty small, and Flooded Frogs is just like Lost Lake, so I mean, I don't think the map lost a lot. And we got 4 new solid POIs, in my opinion. They're all pretty good. We got Shiny Shafts, which is kind of a twist on Shifty Shafts. It's very cool. I've always loved the Mine Shaft theme, and this is just Shifty Shafts on a bigger scale, which to me is just great. I love it. Then we got Crime City. Crime City is super cool. It's got like a Gotham City type vibe to it, real rainy and dark and like scary alleyways and stuff. It's cool. Outlaw Oasis, it's all right. It reminds me of one of the like Chapter 4 Season 4 POIs, any of them, because they were all the exact same pretty much. And Lone Wolf Lair is pretty cool. It's a really big house, kind of like Lavish Lair, but a lot better. It's a big like house, big building. But yeah, POIs are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I think that this is definitely a positive map change, besides the fact that we lost Night Shift Forest, but that's okay. And then we got the weapon meta. So new weapons this season, we got the Collateral Damage Assault Rifle. This thing is really good, actually. The only thing is it's not great from range, but if you're like mid to close range, this thing is really good. Then of course we got the Mammoth Pistol back. I didn't like this at first, but honestly it's really not that big of a problem. It's still annoying to get hit for 90 out of the blue, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Then we got the Plasma Burst Laser. I really like this thing. This is how you do a weapon. Like, it's cool, but it's not overpowered. Like, it's cool and it's fun to use for like a degenerate like me, but it's not like super broken to the fact where if you're carrying it, like you automatically have an advantage. Like, this thing has 0 range, so you can't really hit people from a distance. It shoots a straight laser beam and it like explodes every couple seconds. It's really, really cool. Then we got the Falcon Eye Sniper. I personally don't like this thing. It really just depends on who you ask. I'm just not a big fan of this. Got 3 shots in it, but it does a lot less damage. And then we got the Kneecapper. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining about this, and I mean, for good reason. This is kind of just a reskinned Typhoon Blade, but I think the Kneecapper is a lot more nerfed than the Typhoon Blade. I think the kneecapper is definitely easier to stop. I think it does less damage. Don't quote me on that. And it's more fun to use, in my opinion. And then we got Sub-Zero's combat kit. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like these. To me, it's not fun to use, and they're not really that good either. I don't even know who. I think Sub-Zero is a Mortal Kombat character. I'm honestly not even sure, but they did him so dirty because this is a garbage item. And then we got the Porta covers. Oh my gosh, these are so funny. They're like little playpens. I haven't actually like used this in Zero build, but I don't know. It's funny how it looks like a playpen in a game where people are trying to kill you. Then we got the pulse scanner. It's pretty cool. It's a basic scan thing. I mean, there's nothing really special about it. I think they could have gone without this, but I mean, it is pretty cool. Medmis smoke grenade. Oh my gosh, we finally get a smoke grenade that's useful for the first time since like stink bombs. The smoke grenade part is kind of useless, but I mean, it's basically just like a med mist. But I mean, you can throw it down and then like protect yourself if you're playing builds. And then of course we got the chug jug back, except it's better now because you don't have to just take it all in one foul swoop. You can actually take some of it and then hold on to the rest of it. It's 200 health, shield in total, and you can save it for later, which is really, really good. And then, of course, the Striker Burst from Chapter 5 Season 4 is back, which is really good. Shield Bubble Juniors are back. The launch pad item that you, like, throw down. It takes up an inventory. Really, really good job. And then, of course, we got the Sticky Grenade Launcher. My question to Epic, why? Why on earth did you have to add this back? I cannot conceive of a reason why this had to be added to the game. There is absolutely no reason this should be in the game. The season would have been totally fine without it, and yet you still add it to the game. Like, I think it's nerfed, it's not as good anymore, but it's just annoying. This is such a dumb concept for a weapon. It is meant for spam. Like, it's so brain dead. It's such a stupid concept, and I hate that it's in the game. And then, of course, we got all the new gold mechanics. So there's this new gold rush, and you can achieve it with the gold splashes, and I think you can get it elsewhere. I'm not really sure. And basically, your pickaxe is able to swing faster, and then you run faster. I think you have infinite sprint as well. It's really cool. I love that gold is a useful mechanic again, because you can actually go to these black market shops and buy weapons, which are kind of like scattered around the map. Gold is a really cool mechanic. It was just so looked over for a long time, and now they're finally bringing it back to light. So great job by Epic. And then, of course, all the boons are kind of surrounded around the gold. Like, some of you give you gold rush, and some of them will give you gold if you kill somebody, and there's other ones as well. And then, of course, we got the dill bits, which you get inside the vault. You can go and buy mythic weapons with them if you want at the little black markets. It's really cool, low-key. And then, of course, we got both the medallions. They're both pretty good. I mean, I haven't really noticed them, to be honest. I do like the super shield medallion, the fact that you spawn a shield bubber junior around you when you use a healing item. That's really funny, and it's actually really useful, too, especially in Zero build. And then the other one, you knock back enemies you sprint into. Hate to see it, bringing back terrible memories, so that's great. Oh, then we got Battle Pass. I'm sorry. The Battle Pass is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've complimented a Battle Pass in like probably 7 or 8 seasons. This is a really good Battle Pass. I really like it. All the cosmetics are really cool. The little like hard glider that she has, that Cassie Quinn has, is so cool. And then of course we got Big Dill. All of these skins are really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's not really a bad skin in this Battle Pass to me. So I'm a big fan of this. And honestly, I need to play this season more so that way I can unlock everything. And I think that's it. Overall, I think that this is a good season. To me personally, I don't think it's fantastic. I think there's enough kind of new stuff in the game to make it fun, especially for newer players. But for an old guy like me, I mean, it's all right. But, I mean, to be honest, I feel like it's already a little stale. And maybe they'll add good updates that, you know, will keep the game fresh and everything. But for now, this season, it's all right. You know, it doesn't get me up out of bed every morning. But, I mean, I'm not upset about playing it. I'll say that. So anyway, with that said, I think that's everything I needed to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think of the season. I wanna hear you guys' thoughts on it. Because, I mean, I feel like this definitely could be some mixed opinions. Anyways, just be sure to like, subscribe, use code BRIV in the item shop. Anyways, I love you so much. Jesus loves you, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.